Oh my gosh, that teaser trailer, our first look at season 3. Melissa, Kara Danvers was a mistake? I got chills when I watched that the first time. She's typically one of the most optimistic characters on TV. What's going through her mind right now? What's changed?
Well, I think, the first 2 seasons, she's kind of been trying the scales of balancing Kara Danvers and Supergirl, the reporter and the superhero, and figuring out her identity. And now, where we pick up in season 3, the scale is leaning very heavily on Supergirl. And I think that's how she's coping with this grief of, sending her boyfriend into a giant chasm in space. So.
That's how we all do it.
Yeah, should we be worried at all about the level of lead in the air right now on Earth?
No, I made sure that was fine.
Okay. Thank you, Katie.
Actually, I made sure. You just built the device.
I think I did it and you just tweaked it somehow.
Okay, calm down, too.
But Melissa, are we going to be seeing Kara really leaning on her sister Alex for a little bit of that support and that bond through this tough time?
Well, I don't think Alex would let Kara not lean on her. Mm-hmm. I think everyone at this table is, Martian Manhunter and Wynn and James, and Lena, and she has this core group that you'll see kind of poke and prod her and be like, "Are you okay in there?" Because she doesn't seem okay, does she?
She needs a hug. Robert and Jessica, I'm so excited that you guys are taking the helm of Supergirl right now.
Thank you.
You guys, this is their first Comic-Con. Let's give them some love.
So happy to be here.
Now, as you stepped into these roles and you took a look at the first 2 seasons, what was your goal approaching season 3?
Well, we've been here all along. We just haven't been on the panel.
Yes.
But,
I think it was to continue the show and to evolve the characters as we kind of put them in a bad state at the end of last season, and just to move that forward and tell stories that were honest to them.
well, the theme of season 2 really was, can Kara, Supergirl, have it all? Love, work as a journalist, superhero, saving the world. And the theme of season 3 is, what does it mean to be human? And all of the characters will sort of be exploring that question, especially Kara.
Well, there are some fresh faces coming to Supergirl this year, and in order for me to talk to the rest of the cast about certain things, I think that we need to tease who's coming on to the show. Jessica, you want to kick us off?
Well, as we saw in the teaser, we have the brilliant Adrian Pasdar as Morgan Edge, DC villain.
And we have Carl Lumley joining the show as Marin Jones, John Jones' father.
Big reveal.
And we're very excited that Carl voiced John Jones in Justice League, the animated series, so we're very excited to have another legacy cast join us. We also have Emma Tremblay playing the character of Ruby, and we have Yal Grobglass playing the DC villain Psy.
And for those of you who are Jane the Virgin fans, she plays Petra. What I want to know is, how much Cat Grant are we going to be getting? Because she's a personal favorite of mine.
We are very excited to tell you that Cat Grant will be in episode 301.
Woo!
And she'll be recurring on and off all season, so Cat Grant is not going anywhere.
Can you please have her share more scenes with Wynn? Because I loved their dynamic at the end of season 2.
We'll work on that.
Jeremy!
What kind of scenes?
Whoa, Jer.
Slow
Whoa,
down, Cal.
Jer.
He likes strong women. What are you gonna do?
Odette. Hi.
Hi!
Welcome to Supergirl.
Thanks, we get a round of applause for Odette, please. Welcome her.
Now, not only are you coming on as a series regular, you're our new big bad of the season, Rain. In the DC Comics, she's known as a world killer. What can you tell us about her?
Yeah, well, first of all, this rocks. I mean, this is insane. So yes, we know her origin. She left Krypton and now is on Earth. The thing that's so great and so different about this villain, as opposed to seasons 1 and 2, is that she has a very specific agenda. She's not out to kill everybody she sees. She also doesn't just want to rule the Earth. She has her own reasons for dispensing her justice that will unfold throughout the season. Ooh. Was that a nice little teaser? I don't know.
That was good.
Who have you been sharing most of your scenes with?
I can't share that information, can I?
My job is to bring spoilers to the world.
I can say that I have worked with Melissa a little bit already.
Melissa, how's she doing compared to some of the other villains you've had to face off with?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Jessica and Robert, look away. But I'm really excited for that. One of the things that I loved so much in season 2 was getting to see James really shake things up. You suited up as our vigilante guardian with that amazing shield. Thank you, Wynn. You looked almost as good as Cat Grant sitting in that editor's-in-chief chair. But the one thing is,
No one looks as good as Cat Grant sitting in that chair.
I want even more. Are we going to be seeing James involved even more with Team Supergirl this year?
Yes, we are.
I can answer that.
We have amazing things in store for James. He's going to have a new love interest. You're going to all be very excited about it. And he's also...
I have many choices.
Who will it be? He's going to step up at Catco, back to his roots as a journalist and photographer in a way that we haven't seen him do fully, that sort of harkens back to Jimmy Olsen's character.
Yes.
And he'll continue in the Guardian role.
Sometimes at the same time, I will take my camera out as the Guardian, and then like whoop somebody's butt and then take a selfie. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
Makad, what are you most looking forward to with James's journey in this season?
What am I most looking forward to?
Yeah.
Love interest.
Oh.
What
Well,
is James looking for in a lady right now?
It's because you can show. I can show a side that you haven't seen from James in a while. So it's like you can show charm when you have a love interest. So right now I'm a boss and I'm beating people up and then I want to be sensitive.
He's got a soft side.
I want to be sensitive too.
I love that we're going to be getting more Wynn and James Guardian team up. What I want to know, is Lyra still a part of the picture, or is it still just a bromance?
That was phrased really strangely.
She's brought up the question. Don't worry. No. Sorry. Yeah. No. Lyra and Wynn are still together. They're still dating. They're still going strong. I have to imagine that she, occasionally goes out with Team Guardian, but we haven't quite figured any of that out yet. I don't know. These guys know way more than I do, but yeah.
We'd love to have her. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've loved what Wynn did with James's Guardian suit. Are we going to be seeing any upgrades, and are we going to be seeing any upgrades to the Supergirl suit anytime soon?
He adds roller skates to mine so I can make a smooth getaway.
And as for our Grill of Steel?
You know what? I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but Andrew Kreisberg did say he wanted to do a change that involved something very different, but I love my suit.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Do you
really
still love
love
it? Do you still get excited to put it on?
Of course I do, and the cape is so multifunctional. Like, I don't want to lose the cape. Like, I would never lose cape, obviously, but I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Actually, the cape works as a very good air conditioning system when she's
Yeah, I can
waving it
fan
around.
people, I can cover myself up.
Right,
I
yeah.
can make some really cool noises with the leather.
Yeah, it's like a leather snuggie. Yeah, it's cool.
I did notice in our teaser that you had even more blonde locks. It looks really nice.
Oh, thanks. I just had it done.
Hey, Chris, all the way down there, how's it going?
Hi, I'm here. I'm
You're
not in
actually-
space.
I was gonna say, when we last saw Mon-El, he was escaping Earth,
Something like that, yeah.
saying a tearful goodbye to his girl.
Did you say
and-
cheerful?
Tearful.
Oh, tearful.
Tear-
That's very opposite.
Very different.
Okay.
But in true Supergirl fashion, his pod got knocked off course, and it looks like he
All
went
pods got
viral.
knocked off course.
Hey, so just
Yeah.
just real casually, where's
Sure.
Mon-El?
Well, he was in a pod, and it was in space.
Robert and Jessica, help him out here.
Robert, you feel this.
Well,
the big.
when Chris is here, and Chris Mon-El will return at some point, but how he does
Mon-El's not going anywhere.
is the central mystery of one of the central mysteries of season 3. So you'll
Well, and
have
the
to stay tuned.
the sort of big thing to look forward to is Mon-El's return. He becomes the new Supergirl. And it's very tight spandex to fill, but I think I'm just the man for her job.
Jessica's over here shaking her head.
I've been doing jazzercise, and they said they wouldn't make new suits, so I've been
He's
fasting
been
for
asking
4
for
months.
months for the suit.
Fasting.
And I gave him my spare that I wear occasionally. And
Mine won't fit him, so it's weird. But we do enjoy jazzercise together.
Chris and Melissa, Mon-El and Kara, otherwise known as Caramel, did have a really interesting journey in season 2, filled with a lot of ups and downs.
Yes.
We now know that Mon-El will return. Do you think that they can just pick up where they left off, or has too much happened?
I mean, I think the big thing is going to be what actually happens to Mon-El.
Yeah, the circumstances, I think, would dictate that.
Yeah.
But what has been the most rewarding part for you guys to play the evolution of these two characters together?
Just a boy from Daxam and a
Girl from
girl
Krypton.
from Krypton.
I think what was really great was how they started as completely hating each other.
Yeah.
And then they sort of loved each other, but in secret. And they're very dysfunctional.
It was secret for like
and-
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
secret from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From each other. But then they bicker like an old married couple.
Yeah. What was fun for me in terms of acting it was the humor we got to explore, that kind of moonlighting relationship dynamic, them butting heads and then finding what they have in common, and a good old Romeo and Juliet story.
David,
Yes, hi.
hi, we're getting to meet your father this season.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm really, really excited about that. I'm very excited to be working with Carl. Numby.
Carl's so cool.
He's a very cool actor. I love his work, and I'm just very excited to be working with him on this show.
How would you describe their father-son dynamic?
It's not an easy one. I think there's going to be some complications. And Jean always thought he was, the last Green Martian. So it's going to be extraordinary to find that not only is he not the last Green Martian, but the other one is his father. So it's going to be pretty deep, pretty emotional, and I'm just very excited about playing that storyline.
Well, especially because, John has always been the father figure on this show, so it's going to be interesting to see how he reacts when his father comes to town. Are we going to be getting some, grandpa DEO vibes?
I hope so. We can get a grandpa in the DEO. And I actually say I do like the fact that I've become Space Dad. I think I kind of like that. But Space Dad is going to have a dad. So does that make me Space Grandson? I don't know.
Is Space Dad gonna get a space girl?
Well, I really enjoyed working with Sharon Neal. I thought she was great. So anytime Miss Martian wants to fly back into town, it's okay by me.
Click left to watch part 2 of the Supergirl panel, or click right to watch part 1 of the Arrow panel.